Hello parents, I have promised, my name is Marungu Machisa. I developed this planner I think in 2020 when we were locked down at the during COVID, so I needed a structure because I was not a teacher and I was not looking forward to be a teacher, so I needed something to be able to assist my kids to be able to study and also be able for me to cope and do other things in the house. Along the years, the weekly planner kind of improved. I have tried it as a pilot in so many parents that are around my circle. I have gotten a very beautiful good reviews about it, and most of parents at the beginning they're frustrating, so I'm going to mention it. They are frustrated and I'm going to mention it in the exactly now at the beginning of the video. It is a very frustrating and a tedious exercise at the beginning because kids are resistant to any change that is going to make them to be accountable or is going to make them to be responsible for their studies. They are assuming that they are just here on earth to be fed and sleep and do gadgets and all those kind of stuff, excluding the academics. So I'm going to share with you the weekly planner that is currently working. I might be making a lot of changes based on the parents' comments and advices or questions, and then please know that this is my home setup, but you have your own setup. Other kids arriving a bit late, other parents are arriving late with their kids, so work according to your home environment. In my understanding, as I said on a previous video, schools, most of them, they are starting at 8 o'clock. So there shouldn't be a position where I'm thinking that starting at 9. So I'm using an example for 8 o'clock because I'm assuming. So basically on Monday to Friday, the kids should be at school. As you can see, my whole school. So the most important part about the weekly planner, because this is not for the school, they have their timetable, they have their own program. What we are trying to bring is the parents to also have a planner for their kids so that they can be able to work together with the school, because again on the previous video I said it's a co-parenting and a cooperation from both sides, from actually all three sides: the school, the child, and the parent. So this is basically from 2:30 when the school is finishing, and the parents should be able to take over from what the school has left over. So I'm gonna make for this one, my son on Mondays finishes at 2:30. However, he has a hockey from 2:30 until 4 o'clock. So normally he's still at hockey, and then he comes back at my home around 5 o'clock on Monday. So this helps me even wherever I am, whether I'm working or I'm coming home late and all that. I do know that my son should be arriving at home at 4 o'clock, so, or 5 o'clock on Monday. Then my son knows that according to the weekly planner that it's hockey and home. Then when he's arriving home, we also normally have dinner. Just put the dinner, it can be flexible because we change around. Sometimes it depends how hectic that week was. So hence I'm saying that it depends on your family setup. Like at my house, between 6 and 7, or sometimes at 5, we normally do dinner. Then between 7 and 8 in my house, we're doing the homework. Actually, we normally call it now, we've decided to use it as a homework and study time. Let me just put it here so that, because don't know why I did that. They would say I don't have a homework for physics. That's them. So now what I do is that I said, okay, it's homework or study time. Let me just put it that, or study time. This helps you not to be told by them, but no, we don't have a homework today, mommy, so I can play with my gadget. No. So during this time, the child can pull out their own what you call it, their own books, and do the thing, like if there's a subject that they are not comfortable with or they are still struggling with, this is the time where they can be able to do actually studies. Then I'm going to show you I used one of my children's examples about this. This is her timetable for the class, like the timetable for the class. So normally I would ask, which day of the timetable are you doing at school today? Like he would say, we are doing day 6, mommy. So that means between, on the subject of day 6, if you are checking, you're scrolling down, there's LO, there's maths, there's EMS, there's English, there's Afrikaans, and there's drama. So I would ask which one that you're still not sure about. Let's just say for at EMS. Then on the study time that is here on our weekly planner, then she's gonna take a book, what do you call it, an EMS book, and then we open it and we check the subject, that the topic that they're gonna be doing in the class that day, following day. We can practice that. Why that is important, or a trick, is because by the time the teacher is teaching that EMS topic, she's a bit familiar because she did it last night. So that's how you are able to manage certain subject that they are struggling to study at home. Then week 2, like Tuesday, as you can see, my son finishes at home. My school finishes at 1:30 on Tuesday because there's intervention classes. So what you need to do now is that if your child is struggling on any of the subject, the school has opened a 1 hour where the teachers are available to assist your child. However, maybe your child is still fine, sailing through. That means after 1:30 is going home, which is most of kids, they do. They don't utilize that time. I would hope kids, they start utilizing that privilege because it assists them on the subject that they don't know. So on Tuesday in my house, the schedule is a bit changed because he arrives at 1:30, so that means by 2:30 is at home. So I'd normally say to him, rest until 3:30. Then from 4 o'clock, you can start doing 2 subjects or 1 subject that again you're going to be doing tomorrow, or you check on the work that you couldn't be able to finish at school. Then do that. They don't finish their work at school. Check their books. Trust me, I've found so many unanswered or spaces on my children's books, and I'm like, what happened? Why did you not answer it? Oh, I didn't finish it at school. Then you have time, you have that hour, finish it here so I can see. Things like that. They don't like putting dates. Ask them to put dates because this is where they said, I can't remember when we done this. But if there's a date, you know that last week you didn't finish your work. So that even when the teacher comes and complains, you already have a bit of an understanding and an idea. So that is basically how the weekly planner works. On Saturdays, which is again is a home front, for me in my house, it's a day off for them. They will do their minimal chores like cleaning their rooms, showering and all that. Normally as parents, we just give them a day off. That means it's kind of our responsibility of what we are doing in the house. However, some of them, they would normally have sports, like Neo would have a hockey on weekend, certain weekends. So we have put it there so that it can be kind of an indication. Then it's kind of a free day, so they can have their gadgets and all that, because another thing that they will pick up on the weekly planner from Monday to Friday, there's less time for gadgets. You ask them, like, show me on this, where is the time for your phone and your gadget? It has made a lot of sense for my kids and other parents' kids when they realize that actually the weekly planner exposes that there is no time for 2-hour gadget or TV or 3-hour TV. 9 o'clock, I'm expecting you to be sleeping so that you can have a restful day, following day. And then on Sunday, what I wanted to highlight, it's again kind of you are preparing your child for school following day. So I don't wake them early. I wake them up early. Normally they wake up at 10 p.m. because our kids wake up very early during the week. So 10 o'clock for me, I'm relaxed, I'm chilled about it. Then after they wake up, they shower and they make sure that their rooms are clean and all that. Then they need to prepare their stuff for school, from uniforms, polishing the shoes and all that. After that, they need to have, again, we have a 2-hour space to check the schoolwork. What happened last week? What is it that you didn't understand? What is going to happen next week? Are you ready for it? What are you panicking about? That is your time, again, with your kids to do that. After that, rest, lunch, and whatever that you are doing as a family. So I wanted to share basically how this weekly planner works and how it can be able to be of assistance at your home in terms of them managing themselves academically. And this can help them a lot if they master it now. At grade 12, you will have kids that are actually managing themselves, and then this can it can be able to be a skill that they're going to use it in university, because there is now such thing like this. So that's what I wanted to share to the parents. All the best. If you have any questions about this, please email me. There is an email that is going to be shared with the parents at my school. If you are, it's on my Facebook or anywhere else, or YouTube, I'll leave the details on the video on the bottom or on the comments. Thank you very much.